Okay, let's go back to. All right, so when you are finding the second term, it will be like 1 plus 1, which is 6, choose 1. And you have 1 raised to the power 5, and then obviously this is 3x, so it's raised to the power 1. 6 choose 1 is 6, you agree?
Yes.
Where's my choose button? I'm on the calculator. Where's choose 1?
Is it on the AC?
Under the AC, correct. So that's 1, and then I multiply that obviously with 3. And then I get
18.
Yeah. Okay, so that's how you get the 18. Just go ahead and write then. The third term will be 6 choose 2. That's 1 raised to the power of. So the 3x is now squared, so this one will be to the power 4. Follow? Okay, because I hope you didn't use Pascal's triangle because that's a long way of doing it.
No.
6 choose 2 and I'll multiply that by 9. That is 3 squared. That's how you get 135. Okay, so that's 135x squared. So after that, then you can just write it down as not the way we want. So, like for example, this way that we wrote it. Let's check on the other guys if they have decided to join us. Nope. No, nobody. No, they're struggling. Okay, so what's important when part B, you obviously have to write that stuff that you have from part A. Remember our part A was now 1 plus 18x plus 105x squared, only up to there. So we're going to look for the coefficient of x squares, which means we have to do a few multiplication. This one multiplies with that one. So that's 135 x squared. I don't have to write the x squared down.
Yes.
The next one will be this 7 times that. That's 7 times 18. 7 times 18, but negative. Oh my goodness. It's at negative 7 times 18. So negative 126. So that's minus 126x squared. Is there another one?
Yes. The x squared.
This one here, no? Okay, so if you just look at the coefficients, only the coefficients, the 135, the minus 126, and obviously the 1 that is supposed to be there.
That's plus. Yes, sir, you are correct.
So that gives me what?
10.
It gives you 10. 10x squared. So you can say therefore the coefficient of x squared is nothing but 10. You got this one?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, almost straightforward. Here we go. Question 2. Oh, what are you supposed to do here first of all when you get stuff like this?
Is it the discriminant goed? Van was deur mekaar met die vraag, meneer.
Yeah, it is the discriminant. Let's say we forget about these things first, né? And you just look like you have an equation, you have a curve. So normally what you do is you will take that curve and you let it equal to the straight line. So you are correct, it has to do with the determinant. And now if part A is a determinant or discriminant?
Discriminant.
Ja, ek is nog besig met 'n determinant van graad. If look at A, the line and curve intersect only at a particular set. When something only intersect at a particular part, it's when the determinant is equal to 0. If they do not intersect at all, then the discriminant is imaginary. It's like 0, less than 0. So if we get a negative number, there's no intersection. So this one at B, you have now the scenario where it's greater than 0 Or you have another scenario where it is greater than or equal to 0. So we'll be looking at one of those. So we move around these terms. So you have got cx squared plus 3x minus 2cx. You got it? Minus c minus 3 equals to 0. So we are looking for that particular discriminant to see what we get for us to determine which one of those two will we work with.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you do, now remember you take your coefficient, there's nothing here, this is just cx squared. But here you have 3 minus 2c, and then the x is outside. If I can leave this one as it is, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm saying equals to 0, but it's supposed to be equal to the discriminant. But anyway, let's continue. So our b is going to be 3 minus 2c all squared minus 4. The value of a is c. Are we together so far? And the value
Yes.
of c is this whole business here, minus c minus 3. Who's this one? Someone was trying to join. Someone is in the waiting room. Who? I don't see anybody. Are you seeing anybody there?
Nope.
They are struggling. Okay, you must be a bit careful here when you are multiplying. So I'm going to multiply a negative here with negative stuff, so it's going to become positive. So in this case, this side, you're going to have obviously 9 minus, so is that 3 times 2c, which is minus 6c plus 4c squared. Is you multiply out that bracket by itself. A negative times, this is just minus 4c, these two.
Yes.
So minus 4c, so it's like minus 4c times minus c minus 3. So if you multiply that, gives you positive 4c squared. If you multiply that, gives you also positive 12c. Are we together?
Yes.
All right, so we can actually have, this is 12c here inside. 4c squared plus 12c. Don't mind how my c look like. It's horrible. Let me just correct it. If you look at the 12 c's, they will somehow cancel.
Yes.
And I'll be left with 8c squared plus 9. And here is the thing. Whatever the value of c, there's no limitation. If c is 0, there's going to be an answer. This is going to give you 9. If c is 1 or a negative number, when you square it, you're going to get a positive answer all the way. Can you see that?
Yes.
So that means that the line and the curve will intersect for all values of c, because whatever the value of c is, it will be here it will be 8c squared plus 9. This will always be greater than 0. It will not equal to 0. There's no way where you can put a value of c and this thing will give you 0. That's why I then just said is greater than 0. So that means the correct one here to choose is B, because they are asking you most now between these three, which one will determine the correct statement. Yeah. So this one in black will not work because it now says that the discriminant can also equal to 0. But since C is always a square number, and you are multiplying something with that square number, and then you are adding more,
It can't be good.
someone wants to join. Who's that? Nah, I don't see. It's just me. The host is me.
Yes.
What number is Natalia's number?
Linda is asking what's going on.
She
Why
can't.
hasn't the class started yet? Maybe she didn't see the link or something.
Yeah, let me. You just clicked on a link, ne?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. It's not easy. Let's just copy the link again. I don't know why should I copy it. We'll just send it again. Linda Huda. And she most probably doesn't have Zoom. Because I can hear someone in 4 participants. It's just, let's see. That's one person. Let's admit that person. I don't know what she did now. Linda, are you there? Anyway, while she's trying to figure it out, they can join us. So I don't know whether it's going to be a difficult thing. Is this going to be difficult? Because most of our work, we're going to do it like this on a daily basis, 45.
I think it's difficult.
Why?
We are saying it's not going to be difficult.
This one, oh, did I mute you now? Ask her to unmute. Linda, unmute. Hi, Nizar, sorry. Unmute, Nizar. Linda? Linda?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. You finally joined. Okay, good. And what is wrong with, did you join using the link?
Yeah.
All right, took you long enough. Are you using Wi-Fi or is it from the phone?
I'm using my phone.
Can you hear, Lucine?
Yes, sir.
Someone is fast asleep. What is the problem with Natalia?
I have no idea. I think she's offline now.
Is she offline now?
Let me try calling her.
Please call her. You joined the class using the link, yes?
Yes.
Okay. We already started with question 1. Maybe you can see.
Problem.
And question 2 or 1B. Did you get the same answer?
Yes.
All right. That one is quite straightforward. What about, are you calling her? Linda? She went off now.
Yes.
Are you still there?
Yes, sir.
She went off. She's calling.
Okay. We are busy with question 2. We'll wait for you to get hold of your friend. I hope you understand this one here.
What statements are yes? The 20, you know.
Yeah, part B, where it says the line and the curve intersect for all values of C. It doesn't matter what C is. Ne? C can be a negative number,
Yes.
anything you square, because you are now multiplying that. Even if C is 0, ne, you will get 9
Yes,
as an answer. So there is always going to be, the discriminant will always be greater than 0. So that implies that they will always intersect whatever the values of C is. Okay, while she's trying to get hold of Natalia, did you try to do question 3A?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And what was your answer?
Lucine should.
Okay, my B equals to 4.
Okay, that one is easy. And your A?
Yes, sir. And my A equals
Wat het jy gekry?
Excuse?
Ik voel mijn antwoord is verkeerd.
But what is your answer?
Negative 3 gekry.
Mijn is negative 2. Ik heb een fout gemaakt.
Wat heb je gekregen, Isa?
Kijk meneer, het was like my ding is x minus 3 over 2 square. Toen schreef ik 2x minus 3, so ik heb my a value as negative 3 geschreven.
The A value is correct, is negative 3. However, how did you get, guide me through, because there are many ways you can do this one.
Ik get divided by the 4. All the terms are divided by 4.
Okay.
And then I use the square, what do you call it?
Completing the square method.
Completing the square method to
Okay, what if,
come to that.
I don't know if you must tell me there.
Yes.
If this is, oh, that's horrible. If this is too long for you. So I made this an identity. I said 2x plus a all squared plus whatever b is identical to 4x squared minus 12x plus 13. But let us see who's coming on. She went off and now she came back in. Linda? I think because she called, then she went offline.
Yes.
Let's just see. Yes, Linda? Linda?
Sir, she says she's having Wi-Fi problems.
So there's no Wi-Fi at home?
No, it's working, but now the link is not going through. Can sir probably send another one?
But it's the
There's
same
only
link.
one link.
So it's the same link.
I know it's the one I'm using, but she's saying she can't access.
No, man. There can be another link. Okay, let's see. It's the same link. I'll copy the invitation and see. Is she using her dad's phone?
No, she's using her own.
Oh my goodness, this is giving all the, that was the wrong thing now that I have checked.
So, all the meeting ID and the passcode work, would you be able to get access to that?
She will be able to, because I sent that as well.
Okay.
I'm just looking for, the link is the same one.
Yeah, it's the same link.
The link will be the same. I'll just repaste, because this one is just now saying when our meetings are scheduled. You see that? Whose thing is she using? I'm pasting it on the group, and then you're just going to send it to her. Anyway, can we get back to our question? All right, so I was saying, rather making this like an identity is also one way. It might be long. Like if you multiply this out, it's going to be 4x squared, and 2x times a is going to be 4ax. You agree? And then the a square on its own. Too fast?
Yes.
How come? They're saying, so this here comes from that. If you multiply that bracket by itself, that's what you get, right?
Yes.
So at the end of the day, there's nothing I can do with the 4x and the 4x. They are just going to be the same. But the 4a, this one here, equals to negative 12. So I am comparing the coefficient here with this coefficient. Are we together there?
Yes.
That implies that my a is negative 3. And then if I have to do another comparison, that will be taking the constants, this 2, gonna let it equal to that. So that means it's a squared plus b is equal to 13, but we already know what a is. A is negative 3, which is 9. So b will be 13 minus 9, 9 coming from here, which makes it 4. Let's see. I think she now joined. Does she have an iPhone?
Yes, sir.
She has an iPhone.
Yes, sir.
Natalia?
Yes, sir.
Oh, it took you a long time to join. How are you?
Good, sir.
All right, we are good. So why did you struggle?
The Wi-Fi was tripping, sir.
Is the Wi-Fi from the phone?
Yes, my network was tripping.
Okay. Because you have to get used to this, because we're going to use this every day.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll just scroll back. These meetings are normally 45 minutes long. The rest of the guys, did you understand how I got to this question?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Did you get the same
Yes,
answers,
sir.
Natalia?
Come again, sir. Yes, sir. I got the answer.
What method did you use?
This method.
The same one that I used.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me scroll back to this other answer. This one at 2. Are you there?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay, so you have got a scenario. You have a line and then you have a curve. So this has to deal with discriminant. So the first step that you normally do, you'll be taking the curve, you let it equal to the line, and you rewrite it so that it can be in standard form.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So once we did that, we arrived at this particular part. 8c squared plus 9, which is my discriminant.
Yes.
Did you get this?
I didn't get this, but I understand it now, sir.
Okay. But now the reason why we chose B is that whatever value of C we put here, even if C is 0, the answer will still be positive 9. So it doesn't matter what the value of C is, there is always going to be a value that is greater than 0, not equal to 0.
Yes.
Greater than 0, which means there is always going to be a line and a curve will always intersect whatever the values of C will be. The reason why we did not consider A is when the discriminant is equal to 0, because it says only at one particular point. At C, they do not intersect is when the discriminant is less than 0, imaginary.
Yes.
So B, the two conditions are greater than 0, or the other one will be greater or equal to 0, but it cannot give you a 0 if you do any substitution here at this one here.
Yes, sir.
So the choice that we chose there was B. Now let me ask you a question. What was your answer for question 1?
Question 1, let's see.
Linda, did you get the same answers?
Sir?
Linda, are you sleeping?
No, I'm not.
Did you get the same answers for question 1?
I think I
For A, yes.
And what was your coefficient at B?
B, I didn't do.
Because you have to take your answer of part A, which is this one here, 1 plus 18x plus 135x squared. And then you are now looking for where you can get x squared terms. You see most of where I indicated with the blue there.
Yeah, you multiplied, we'll get x squared.
Exactly. So when you just look at those coefficients, you're going to get 10. Linda, did you get the same?
Yeah, I understood.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I mean, Natalia. All right, let's go to the next question. Question B. So it says the function is defined. So we have to look for the values of P and Q. What do you think we're supposed to do here, guys? They say if it is a composite function GF, find the least possible values of P and the greatest possible value of Q. They are saying it is possible to form. The moment it says it's possible to form, it means we are using this given domain because it now is defined for both functions. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, sir.
So that means that we'll take this function f, which we already have as 2x minus 3 all squared plus 4. We are going to say let it be less than 8, the stuff that we have over there.
Yes, sir.
And this will end up with us getting 2x minus 3 all squared less than 4. You know where the 4 comes from? Here's the thing now. Once you take the square root, you are going to have two answers. So once you take the square root, you are going to have a scenario with 2x minus 3 is less than 2 and greater than minus 2. You get it?
Yes,
All right.
sir.
So now it's just a matter of isolating that x. This is going to be x is less than, that is going to be 5, half of 5. And if you take away, this is going to be 1 over 2.
1 over 2.
Mm-hmm. So our least value of P is a half, and our greatest value of Q is 5 over 2 or 2.5.
Yes.
Okay, 3 marks, the easiest 3 marks. Next one, guys are quiet. You take the whole of F, you put it
And put it
into G.
into G.
What did you get? What did you get?
I got
12x squared
12x squared minus 36x plus 30.
plus
minus 36x
Plus 40.
plus 40.
Yeah.
So you could have decided how you do it. Maybe what was function G? G was a straight line, 3x plus 1. And f of x was that one of the 4x square, or the one that was written in the other way. You can use either one. Minus, what is it, 12x plus 13. So you put the whole function. What is this now? It's upgrade stuff. You put the whole function, this one, the whole of f. Sorry, that's wrong. The whole function f, you put it here. You agree? Am I speaking alone? Welcome back, Linda. Welcome back.
Yes, sir.
Nizar. Who else? Where's Linda? Lucine.
I don't think she got the thing yet.
Okay, I think now she'll be joining time. Nizar, are you there?
Yes,
Yeah, man.
Everybody's back on,
Still
eh?
you're not in.
Yes, sir.
Okay, these things they just go for 45 minutes
Yes, sir.
until I will be purchasing the new one. Okay, let's just yeah. Okay. Anyway, you take this whole f, you input it there, you should be ending up getting that particular. So it's 3 in bracket. You have this whole. It's very easy for 1 mark. You should not have a very difficult. Oopsie. This is supposed to be what? Did someone leave?
Yes, sir.
This is supposed to be 4x squared minus 12x plus 13 and plus 1. All of that is supposed to give you the stuff under.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now they say this function h is defined for x is less than 0. So first you remember that we had the function h of x equals to, was it 2x minus 3 plus 4?
Yes, sir.
It's better that it's in this way, né? For you to be able to find the inverse. In your textbook, you should look at page 114. I'll come to that. First, let's make the subject with the formula to be y on this side. All of this is going to be 2y minus 3 all squared is equal to x minus 4. Am I moving too fast?
I have a
Okay.
question.
Yes.
Yes.
That function h of x comes from where the one I see has a 4 in front of the 2x one.
Yeah, it's this function is similar to the other one. This function is similar to f of x. Just go back a few steps.
Yeah, it's the same as A.
You remember our f of x, the one that we calculated. This one here, né? Is the same.
Yes.
Yeah. Here they just said 4x squared. They didn't say it's function what. But then here they came to call it function f of x because they are comparing now two functions here on this condition. Right? So because they are using the same function, but there's a different scenario, they are saying that function now is defined for x less than 0. Now you first have to find the inverse, which necessarily will not work there because the other one was compared with x is less than 8. So first you need to know how to find the inverse. So it has to be in this vertex form for you to do so. But here's the thing, once we get rid of this little 2 here, we are going to be working with square root stuff. So basically you have 2y minus 3 is equal to plus or minus the square root of x minus 4. So we'll be choosing which one that we are going to use. So that's 2y is equal to positive 3. You see why I'm putting my positive 3?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it comes over. And obviously you're dividing throughout by 2, so the inverse of the function will be, I will put this 3 over 2 plus or minus this stuff here. Sorry, this is supposed to be a minus here. So x minus 4, everything over 2. Right, so I'm left with this scenario here, the plus and minus. So it's like we have to choose which value is that. So if you look at page 114 in your textbook,
Yes, sir.
they are saying something like I'm not sure whether it's the same, but I think it's an example, ne? Are you there?
Yes.
So there's that part that
Yes.
says if h of x is x is less than something something. Can you see that? Then the inverse of that will be you follow that.
Yes, sir.
I think it's at
Yes,
the
sir.
bottom. The inverse will be y is less than the same thing. So it will be -4, right?
Yes, sir.
So which means we do not use the plus in our final answer there. So our final answer will be like that.
Yes. Also use the minus. Okay.
You got it. But if this business here, over here, if it was greater than, then obviously we'll be using the plus value there. Yeah. So here you're not asked to find the domain and the range, but the domain of the function is x is greater than x is less than 0. So this is the domain of the function. So the range of the inverse will be y is less than. Is it not so?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that means if you were to sketch those functions, let me just show you, and I hope you don't get confused. So supposedly this is the other function. You see this one? That's the straight line function. The one that I was saying we must make a value of x to be 8. Then you saw that it's defined between 0.5 and 2.5. That was the values of p and q.
Yes, sir.
All right, so if you have to find the inverse of the function, this one. Now, just looking from where x is less than 0, values of x less than 0, they start here where it crosses at 13. This is less than 0. So what happens from the turning point here, if you look at the values of x less than 0, you can see that as the values of x become smaller and smaller, the function is increasing, the y value is increasing. Is it true? Okay, as you go to the left of that function, look at the black one. So the inverse will be the same. It will just be the reverse. Here you will see the values of x are increasing as the values of y are going down. That is why that minus has to be there. Just to put it in a graphical form. So the software will never draw that because that will not be a function. The software will only take that function. If I was to go and put a plus here, then it's going to take it from that part. But the concept here is to understand is y values decrease as x values increase. Here, x values decrease and y values increase. That is the reverse in a picture form. That's what it means. We are getting it.
Yes.
Okay, but you are not going to be asked to draw that anyway. So this is differentiation, which is something we need to finish, and integration. It's not that difficult. I think we can look at question 6 though. Did you try it? Tan theta can be written as what? You agree? You have forgotten? Tan theta is the same as sine theta over cos theta. Uh,
Yes, sir. The same.
can you still see my screen?
Yes, sir.
The other guys, why are they quiet?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay, so multiply throughout by cos theta. That's going to be 4 sine theta cos theta plus sine theta equals to 0. Then if you multiply by cos theta, multiply here by cos theta, multiply here by cos theta. This one will cancel, right? And anything times 0 is that. Okay, so when we are here, let's take out the common factor. What is the common factor here?
Sine theta.
So you take out sine theta. And then inside you have 4 cos theta plus 1 equals to 0. Okay, one condition is sine theta equals to 0, or 4 cos theta plus 1 is equal to 0. Now this one here, we are not going to consider, because sine theta, this is going to give you an angle of 0 degrees, right? Why? Can someone tell me why is it that we are not going to consider that answer?
What's the angle?
The angle?
Cannot be 0.
Exactly. That gives you 0 degrees, but we cannot consider it because of this condition here. It says theta is greater than 0. So we are not going to accept that one. All right, so this answer will be rejected. So here, cos theta equals to negative 1/4. I hope you know where negative 1/4 comes from.
Yes, sir.
Now, in which quadrant, because our domain is from 0 to 180, so in which quadrant is cosine negative?
In the second and the third.
Okay, but the third is not part. It's not part of our. You agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to put here x. So first we're going to calculate the acute angle. So if you calculate the acute angle, you rather do it without putting that negative there. So you're going to say theta equals to the inverse cos of 1/4. So this is the acute reference angle, acute basic angle. And I'm going to call this one angle x. So what do you get on the calculator? Make sure your calculator is in degree mode.
75.5.
You get 75.5.
Yeah, 224.
Yes, sir.
But our theta is 180 minus 75.5. You agree?
Yes, sir.
Which means 104.5.
Yes, sir.
180 minus 70.
Did we get this?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Good. Natalia,
Yes.
you didn't get the same. You're just saying yes. Okay.
I didn't get it. I only got
You didn't get which
the
one?
answer now. I only got the question now.
Or you are
I
seeing
didn't
what?
understand it before.
Okay. But does it make sense to you now?
Yes, sir.
Lucine, are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
For you to know whether you understand this question, it will be best if you can explain it tomorrow when you are free somewhere there. You explain it to Colin, then you will know you have got it.
Okay, I'll try my best.
Okay. Did you try question 7? And what is your answer? You can use any. I can use the natural log, or I can use the basic log base 10. Together?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what I will do is I'll divide both sides by log 12. Take note that is just a number. And I will divide both sides by that 2x plus 1. And whatever this answer is here, I can say log 3 divided by log 12.
Log 3 divided by log 12 minus.
Wait, why are you
2
minusing?
Minus 2 log 3.
Minus 2
Because we
log.
carry
Yeah,
the
it's minus.
we carry the
Yeah, what?
we broke.
I'll be using the decimal. Get this answer is a decimal value. Is 0.442.
Yes, it.
Ne?
It's 3.2.
Oh, you are doing step by step.
Another method.
Yeah, there's another method as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
But
He's doing step by step.
yeah, I'm showing you step by step because it can be a bit tricky. It's 4421. 4421. So inside I have the 2x because you have to multiply out that 2x plus 1 with that.
Yes, sir.
In fact, not yet. Okay. So obviously this is here.
yes.
So I'll be cross multiplying. So 0.4421 times 2x plus 1. The objective is to get all the terms having x one side. Any question?
No, sir.
See, you must try to write as many places here. 4 decimal places, you will be safe.
Okay.
Ne?
Yes, sir.
So you take that 0.442, you multiply it by 2, 0.8842. So 0.8842x plus 0.4421. That's 1x there. We are together so far?
Yes, sir.
So 0.4421 equals to x minus 0.8842x. So at the end of the day, if I grab my calculator, I'll just say minus 1. Just ignore the negative answer there. 0.1157. Now, the value of x, I will say x equals to 0.4421 divided by 0.1158. Check on the calculator what you get.
3.8177. 3.82.
That's correct. Did you get the same answer when you were trying a different approach?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
I got the same answer.
Yes, sir.
But is it longer or is it shorter?
Longer.
Shorter.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your method was shorter.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Remember, you can also use natural log here. Ne? It's the same thing. ln. Natalia, why are you quiet?
So I got the same answer.
Just you
The
must,
method
but a different method.
is
Okay.
more faster.
Your method is more faster.
Yes, sir.
Way faster.
Must I go back?
No.
Nizar, did you get the same answer?
Yes, sir.
You're just saying yes, we'll see.
Yeah, I got the same answer, but using the other method is much faster.
Oh, okay. Question 9. You did not do it.
I did.
Oh,
What?
I was looking at question.
You're looking at the wrong question. Can we start?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Tell me first, what is your answer for K?
Okay.
26
It's wrong. Somebody else?
minus
Negative 17.
minus 26.
Negative 17 is correct.
Oh, wait. Oh, where did I get 26 from?
If they are saying this is a factor, it means that x minus 3 equals to 0, then x equals to what? 3.
Yes, x equals to 3. Yeah, I put it in like that. How do my colors? Let me check again.
Maybe you made a mistake there.
Oh yeah, I made a mistake here. Sorry.
With your value of so everywhere you have an x, you are going to replace it with
the 3.
so that's 54 there. That's 9 times
It's
that's
30.
27. Is that a plus 3k?
Yes, it's 17.
Okay, so 51. Why is Natalia quiet?
So I'm checking if my card is correct. Oh, I forgot the figure.
Your Wi-Fi did what?
I'm checking if it's correct, sir.
Okay, 2 marks is the easiest 2 marks you could have obtained.
Yes, sir. Okay, I got it.
And Lucine, do you have it?
Yes, ik heb het gekregen, meneer.
Okay. Now, what are your factors? Obviously, the other one is a factor already. X minus 3 is a factor. So maybe you will do long division.
Yes, that's the best way.
That was the fastest way. You have a 2, you have a 3, minus 17, and minus 30.
Yes, sir.
That is 6, that's 9. That's 18, that's 1. So this is going to be 2x squared plus 9x plus 1. Am I right?
Plus 10.
Plus 10, my goodness. Where do I get 1 here?
No idea.
3 times minus 27.
This one here is not minus 17.
18.
This one is minus 27, eh?
Near near 7 minus 17 and 18 would 7 to 1 of this.
Yeah, that's right.
Diana?
7 to 1 of this.
3 times 9 is 27.
Yeah.
This one is supposed to be 27, eh?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And then that's 10.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that one then it can easily factorize to what?
2x squared.
2x squared plus 9x plus 10.
Natalia, what are you saying?
So already factorized. I thought
Okay, let's find them.
It's not easy. Already have the answer.
Yeah.
At AS level, you should be good with factorization. You can't be struggling with this. If you were using this calculator, it would have been very easy. You go to equation, you see that?
Yeah.
You choose the fourth one. You just input what was our original function. Is this one. So you say 2, 3, the coefficients negative 17 and negative 30. So what it's going to do is going to give you the answer. If one answer is x equals to 3, then you take it back. So I'm just going to write it here for you to get. So this is the roots, right? X equals to 3. The next one will be x equals to negative 2. And the next one will be negative 5 over 2.
X equals to
Yes.
Now,
yeah.
now you just then move back, you understand? So if you, for example, want to write this one, you say x equals to minus 5 over 2. Then you multiply by 2. And then you simply bring that over and so on and so on. And then you have your roots. But you do not have that, so you have to use long division or you have to use identities. Now these roots, they are very important for our next question.
I did it.
Did you get the correct answer?
So how do you
How do I?
use identities?
That's a long way.
Not that.
It's a long way. Okay, but I'll show you anyway. So you already know one of the roots is x minus 3, right? So the
Yes,
other
sir.
one will be ax plus bx plus c. Now you will say is identical to that whole quadratic, that whole 2x cubed, what is it, plus 3x squared, minus 17x minus 30. You can already see it's going to take quite a long way, huh? Multiplying these out
Yes.
and so on and so on.
Okay, sir. Now I understand. Yes, sir.
Because the other one has to be a quadratic. Okay, you see that's why I wrote it as ax squared plus bx plus c. But I think using long division or synthetic division is much easier, and then you just factorize from there.
Yeah.
Okay, this is very important. The roots is going to help me with the next answer, part C. What answer did you get at part C?
Let's see.
Okay, go to page on your textbook. Go to page 368.
Hey.
Absolute.
Yeah, the
Absolute
absolute.
value.
I want you to look for this one. The absolute value expressions. They cannot. What is it? What it's saying? They cannot be equal
A negative.
to negative values, right? So for something like this here cannot be. It should not be negative. So in our previous answer for x equals to 3, x equals to negative 2, x equals to negative 5 over 2, those roots, we are not considering these ones. You follow?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So you have got 4y minus 5 should be equal to 3. Now there are two ways you can solve this one.
Yes, sir.
The easiest method for me will be you can put minus 3 or two equations, or you simply say 4y minus 5 equals to 3 squared, where you can do that. Or you can say 4y minus 5 equals to 3, or 4y minus 5 equals to negative 3. You still remember this one?
Yes.
Then you get your two answers, right? Because you're supposed to get your two values, right? Because the question says, find these two values. It's very important that you read your instructions of y. So there must be two values of y. Anyway, this is going to be 16y squared. 4 times 5 is 20. Minus that will give you, what will that give me? I think it will give me, in fact, there's no need for me to do that. Is there? There's no need for me to do that. No need, no need, no need. Because whatever is on the other side of the equal sign is a perfect square. Yeah? So I have 4y minus 5 equals to plus or minus 3, or 4y minus 5 equals to minus 3. Basically, y will be 8, 2, or y will be a half. And these are the two values of y. But don't forget to always go back and substitute them back into the absolute value equation and see if you definitely get that. So in my case, I would say, just to check one, the absolute ways, ABS, you must guide me. I can't see these days. It's here. Shift, that one. Are we there?
Yes, sir.
4, but my alpha, 4 times 2 minus 5. You see, you get 3. So it works. And the same will apply for a half. You still get the same answer. We're running out of time. You got it?
Yes, sir.
We have 9 minutes to go. I think we'll finish. Can I go to the next question?
Yes.
Natalia,
Sir.
you got this one?
Yes. No, I didn't get that.
Okay, but you now see how you're supposed to apply it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you must follow any positive root from P of x. You cannot take the negative roots. Because if you have the absolute value of 4y minus 5 is equal to a negative value, it doesn't exist. So this was actually a very smart way of asking this question to see from you if you can find the roots, and once you find the roots, do you know now which one to pick when you are now being given an absolute value equation? Can you see that?
Yes.
It's a very nice question in that regard. In fact, question 11, this one I saw you guys were doing it in class. I don't know whether you guys got the answer. What is your answer, by the way? You can tell me what is your final answer.
I couldn't get it.
What about question 10b?
I didn't do it.
Question 10b.
It's not in our syllabus right now either.
Yeah, 10b will come to it. But if you try it, it's fine. We can do it, but let us because I said you must skip that one. You can have a look at it tomorrow.
Okay.
Since the area of the equals 12 over.
Always like to write those formula down. They say you must find the perimeter of BCD. So we have a problem. We need to find theta. That is 8 centimeters. In order for us to find theta, we'll have to use the area formula. You know the area formula of a triangle. It says that the area is what? Half 8 times 8 times the sine of an angle is equal to the area. The area here is 16 over 3 pi. Oh, bless you. Was that a sneeze or a cough? If you do this one here, you are going to get 32 sine theta equals 16 over 3 pi. Are we together? So we get rid of that 32. That is going to be sine theta equals to 16 over 3. You almost got it.
Yes, but the faster starting, sir.
Okay.
We're doing it with
yeah, you have to do it somehow, step by step.
So meneer het eers gedivide en reciprocal gebruik.
Are we together so far?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so but when I do that, I'm gonna get
1 over 6 pi.
It's 1 over 6 pi.
Yes.
Okay. Like that. You agree?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we now go back to our diagram, that is 30 degrees, remember?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So this is that. So I can actually now calculate this one by using this formula. So
But Mr. Mac, when I say sine theta equals 1 over 6 pi, shouldn't we find theta first?
But we found theta. Did you not find theta?
No, we found sine theta equals to that.
Sorry, let me just go back. I said
must
the
be.
area of a triangle is what? The area of a sector. My bad, I've used the wrong formula. We here.
Yeah.
Here we must use the area of the area that we are
It's
given.
half r square
It's a
theta.
half r square theta.
Theta.
Ne? So it's supposed to be. Let me just clean this up. Let me clean this up.
Yes.
I saw.
You see, Natalia, we got it.
So it's a half. R is 8 theta. Okay, that's where the 32 comes from there. It's 32 theta equals 16 over 3 pi. And then obviously from here, theta will be 16 over 3 pi times 1 over 32. And then we get this answer. Sorry, that was my bad.
Yes. That's a method.
Nizar, are we together?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the arc length, which is r times theta, will just be our r, which is 8, and our theta, which is what?
1
Pi over 6.
6.
Well, you can give this answer in centimeter if you want to. I'm just gonna, so that is that. So what we now need to calculate is this BC, this length. So we can use the cosine rule. Ne?
Yeah.
You can use the cosine rule. There are many things you can do. So BC square equals 8 square plus 8 square minus 2 times 8 times 8. Am I too fast? Times the cosine of pi over 6. Make sure your calculator is in what mode?
Radian.
Eventually, when you take your square root, you're going to have 4.141104 and so on. I'm looking at the time now. We have 2 minutes. So you have got 4 over 3 pi plus 4.1411. So eventually, that is the answer that I'm looking at that you are supposed to get.
For BC, sir.
No, for the whole perimeter.
Oh.
Because you must take this area here. This one
Must
here.
add it to that one.
Yes. And add it with the other one. And add it with this one.
Yes.
Yes.
So you didn't get that one.
I didn't do it, no.
You didn't do it at all.
Didn't
You
complete it.
did the cosine what?
Okay. The last one is in the textbook. Question 13.
That one is
X equals the fourth root of 81, which is plus or minus 3. Ne?
yes.
Remember this one I actually gave you in a test as well. Now here you must have the relationship. The relationship, realize the relationship is x equals to root a minus 4.
Yes.
And since you know what your values are,
Yeah.
we have less than 1 minute, but anyway, 1 is equal to 3, or root a minus 4 is equal to minus 3. So a will be 7 times 7, or a will be 1 if you move those terms over.
Equals to 14 1. Yes.
So tomorrow we continue.
Yes, sir.
I'll indicate to you which questions that you have to do in the other paper. And then also the day after we are going to look at our question papers that you wrote.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Enjoy the evening. Explain to Colin, please, guys.
We
Yes,
will.
sir.
It's the only way that you can understand that. I'll try to see if I can upload this, then you can follow.
Yes, sir.
Put an album. Choose.
Thank you. Enjoy the night.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. I hope it was successful.